Let's see what the market has in store for us today. Starting with our UJ, we don't seem to be seeing anything happening today. It's still working around the same area which we were watching since I think it was Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll be staying away from this one. USD Swiss franc, we're also staying away from it. UCAD, which is a setup we posted yesterday, is one that we can actually watch. So what you will be doing now is setting up a buy stop if you haven't done it already, because we usually set that up as soon as price hits the 50% mark. So you hit your buy stop, and then we'll see how it plays in the day. And of course, if it does get to the 285 area, we will sell again from that area. So we'll be looking at that pair. US 30 disappointed at yesterday. It did hit this zone over here and tanked from there. After hitting the 50% mark, it tanked from there, giving us a decent I think it was 5R 3R actually, and then it retraced again, and when it did, I think it failed to hit the 1R, failing to break even, which basically resulted in us hitting a loss on the second setup. So with this pair yesterday, this week actually, we technically broke even. We had one loss and a 3R here. So yeah, technically it was a break even. And if you did get that, then we live to fight another day. If you didn't check out the webinar yesterday, check it out. We did share some gems in there, and you can take advantage of that. And then moving forward today on US 30, I'm actually going to trade this one from the daily. I usually prefer looking at these indices from the daily zone and taking it from there. These are definitely going out. Price is pushing to the upside. I don't see it turning anytime soon until you basically hit this region over there, the 35056, and until it does get there, we'll basically be staying away from it. We'll be keeping our distance and yeah, watching it from a mile. And it's a Friday, so you should be taking it easy. And then we had this beautiful US 100 setup, where the first one we did, I think it was in the week as well, we lost the specific one, and then we hit 6R in the second setup, yielding a good return on the setup this week. I'm not sure we actually took this third one, and if you did, you know you definitely had a loss on that one. But for today, we will be keeping a distance from it. We will not be touching it. There is no clear setup, there is no clear structure that we could use. The only one that does exist is this massive candle over here, and I doubt price will go that low, so we will definitely be avoiding it for today. We'll see if we can take advantage as of Monday, but for now, keep a distance and let's see what we can cover in the week. Okay, and then NZD USD. This one left us before we could even decide on what we'll be doing with it. It was gone. I do not see anything decent that we could work with, except for this area over here, and it's not even clear as to how we target it. Using these two would be slightly tricky, but if you were to approach this one, you would look at it from this point of view, and it would look a little something like this. And just taking a look at the stop loss range, not bad, pretty good. You know how we always want those tight stops, and of course using momentum and our trade management tool, it becomes much beautiful to work with. And that's how we approach NZD USD. Moving forward, NJ. Now this one is completely gone. Completely gone. I doubt we'll be touching this anytime soon. And if we were, we would basically be focusing on this region over here. And of course refine it to get a better stop loss range, tighter stop, which would give us a good point of entry from here, going all the way up to the top side, which looks exactly like this. And that's how you want to approach NZDJPY. And that's how we look. Beautiful. NZD Swiss franc, nothing decent over there. GU, no. GN, definitely not. GJ, nothing decent there. This one completely left us, so this one is invalid. And this one definitely also invalid. Now, like I said before, the trick is to ensure that you wait for price to get into the stop loss range, 50% region, and then have a buy stop. We don't use limit orders. That always protects us from situations like these where price just tanks and ravishes through your zones. But now what I'm interested in with this one here is the area that it's playing around. This is a very decent area, and we will be seeing price retrace from the zone. And ideally what you'd want to do is probably use one of these candles. So we could be finding a very nice setup using the daily, of course, and have something along these lines. Let's just take a look at the stop loss range. 36, which is still a bit too big. We could go 50% fib, which would give us roughly a 15 pip stop loss range, taking into account these candles here at the bottom, so something along these ranges, which would give us a buy stop here, and of course the stop loss at that zone over there, targeting the highs. I'm very confident about this setup. There's a lot of confluence on it, and you want to take advantage. So this is how we're approaching this one over here. There we go. Moving on to the Euro USD. Now this one, it played another prick on us. We did get this one, which was decent. That was decent, and we got it twice, if I'm not mistaken. Some did get in early here, which we didn't, because it has to be 50%. We got in here and got a decent 1 hour break even setup. But yeah. Okay, so with this one, it did miss us. I literally just turned at the entry, didn't get deeper into price yet, so we didn't catch this nice move to the upside. Today, I don't see anything here we can work with. I'm still waiting on it to aggressively tank from here, and until then, we keep a distance. Euro NZD gave us a beautiful entry hitting 7R. It's actually more than 7R. So we got a beautiful setup on this one over here. I'm moving forward. Do I see it coming back into that region? No, I don't see any clear price structure. But what I do know now is you just have to hold and keep letting it tank from here and see how far it goes. From the looks of it, we are looking at probably this region over here, so we could get a potential 11R in the setup. But yeah, let's see how it plays out. So I'm gonna unmark it. It'll be your duty to follow it. Euro JPY, nothing decent over there. Euro GBP, now this one completely thrashed through our setup, and as I keep telling you guys, this is why we don't use stop limits. Sorry about that, limit orders. We use stop orders only. Now this is a typical example of why, and I'll just show you now. I'm just scrolling down to the lowest time frame just to see how aggressive this was. The second price went into the zone over here, and our sell stop was triggered. Price completely went all the way up, thrashing through it, technically meaning that our setup did not trigger, and we were safe from that devastating move. Sometimes it does wick back in, trigger your sell, and then leave you behind. Fortunately with this it didn't happen, and we are good. But for today I don't see anything, so we could leave Euro GBP. ECAD is giving us something along these lanes. This was a loss, by the way. This was a loss here. Price did trigger, came back down, so we missed that one over there. And remember, losses are the name of the game. If you cannot manage losses, you'll definitely not manage any trading account, and that is not gonna work for you. Okay, sorry about that. Let's move on. Now with this setup, like I said, we could see something decent happening. I am just a bit concerned about this area here, which seems a bit sensitive, so I would definitely not want to be trading around this area. I would want it to basically give me more structure going to the downside, and until that happens, we stay away. And I think that's about it for the day, guys. Moving forward, I'll just be setting up the setups for the private bootcamp and the premium signals. Do check them out. And remember, it's a Friday. Take it easy. We'll catch up again on Monday morning. Happy trading, guys.